Okay. Right. Don't know if anybody's watching yet. Looks like there might be. Is that? Oh wow, Fliss! How are you? Blimey! Oh, wow! One of the originals is here. Brilliant! Good to hear. So it's going to take me a while to learn how to kind of do this, but we're going to make it better and better as time goes on. What time is it now? Oh, I've still got 5 minutes. Oh, that's good to hear. Well, no, it's not actually, but I'm delighted that this is an improvement at least. God blimey, I don't know how weird. This must be so odd. Well, it is incredibly odd actually. Yeah, but we know we're going to make do and see how positive we can make things. Yeah. I've made some pretty significant changes in this little room, as you can see. But I'm going to try and keep it as much like a normal life drawing class as possible, because that's all I know how to do in terms of this project and obviously doing the workshops. But I'm going to try and maintain as much of the same feel as I can, and try to make you all feel as welcome and all of that, keep it as similar as I possibly can. Oh, I might have to adjust this actually. There we are. So I've made a little setup. Now I'm hoping it's going to be. Got my trusty timer. Peter! Good. That time you showed up to a class, actually. So we're going to start off with the first. Oh, blimey, maybe we should get started. Oh, no, still a few minutes left. Maybe there'll be some more joining us. Let's see. I think there's a little icon that tells me how many people are. 11. I think that's how many people are watching. Not everybody's going to be able to comment. I think you must have I think you need to have a special account, a YouTube account, to be able to comment. But yeah. What I want to do is make sure that as soon as possible I've got something where we can actually see each other, where I can see you and you can interact with me directly, rather than just having the comments and me talking. But this is obviously the first thing I've done, so I'm going to try and make sure that it's this is the best I can do at the moment. But as time goes on, I'll definitely be doing more interactive stuff. But I just need to. I've been doing some research and found some various different things about how I'm going to do that. But yeah, we just have to we just have to, you know, make do at the moment. So that's 12 people now. What time is it? Still got a couple of minutes, but I'm here, ready. I should probably warm up and do some drawing. Oh, got my special pad. Now, can you see what I'm doing? I want you to see the little man and my drawing at the same time, if possible. Cool, 13. All right. 7 o'clock, everybody. We've got a few people, but people can join us if they want. And I hope you've all got the images that we're going to be drawing from. You know, I'm delighted that people are checking in already. I've made a little space for us to do this project, and I've got some images up. I better turn this music down, actually, because you might not be able to hear me. So I've made some changes in my room to enable to kind of make this a bit better than how it was in yesterday's video that I sent out to you all. And so I've put some images up. There's one which isn't from the Renaissance, but it's Rembrandt, so that's okay, because he's also a ultimate kind of amazing persona in the development of drawing and art. So we've got him, and as you know, I've got my dancing satyr, the Uffizi satyr, that I'm going to be drawing from with you. I hope that you've kind of managed to retain some creative spirit in these absolutely bizarre and surreal and you know times, and this is just the effort that I'm making in order to kind of be able to connect with you all. As you know, it's a very kind of you know, yesterday was the first time I made any kind of video, and yeah, so I think we should get on with the class, really, because you're all waiting to draw. So I hope you've got the first image up. You'll be able to go, and it's going to kind of develop and improve. I should probably just show you what I've got around, just so that you can get a sense of the environment that I'm working in, so that you feel more engaged with what I'm doing. And everybody, if you can comment during the live stream, please do. And if you WhatsApp me or text me, I might be able to see that as well, because I've got my phone. And it's just emails are going to be tricky for me. But if you've got my WhatsApp or text message, I will be able, that will be visible to me, and also comments on the live chat. Okay, so this is one way that we can stay interactive. And yeah, and I hope that Jonathan Bowen, where can I find the images? All right, I didn't swear. All right, John, if you go onto the Facebook page for the Renaissance Workshop, you will be able to see all the images. Okay, they're the images of the satyr, and they're also on the email. I might be able to help you, actually, if I just quickly do that. I want to make sure everybody can take part, and bear with me because I've never done this before. And Yeah, just going to see if I can sort this out. John B. There we are. Okay, John, I've sent them over to you by email, okay? Okay. Sorry for that misspelling, but you know. Okay. Oh, Frank. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much for the encouragement, Frankie. You are wonderful. And you've got the image up on the TV screen. Fantastic. Oh, and snacks. Oh, good. Oh, that's wonderful. Blimey. That's a bit of a distraction for me, but encouragement nonetheless. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, right. Okay, let me see if I can get my music back on. And then we'll get on with the first drawing. We're going to start off with our model. He's very still. And I'm going to put the music back to the beginning, actually. And so, yeah, none of you have that excuse this evening. You know, you'll say, well, the model has moved a bit, but no, it's not going to happen today. And I hope you've all got the first image up. And we're going to start off just with a 10-minute pose. I'm going to draw as well. And we're going to see if see how good we can make this. Penny Spencer, oh my goodness. No, you can hide your drawings as much as you want tonight, because I'm not going to be able to see them unless you email them to me, which I hope you do. Okay. Holly, oh good. Oh my word, you are. Oh my goodness, blimey, that's wonderful. All three of you. What a party this is becoming. How good. All right, so I hope you've got the first image up now. And we're just going to start off with a 10-minute drawing, and we'll see how this goes, shall we? Okay, so the timer, you've all heard this timer before because it's what I use in the class, and it's still working. And so I'm going to, crack on with it. And can you all hear the music? Is it okay with the music? Anyway, timer's going on now. Okay, so it's a bit more laid back than a normal class. Okay, and yeah. All good. We're going now. All right. So I've got my charcoal here, and I've got the sculpture set up. Sorry about the lighting. This isn't really set up as a kind of this sort of studio, but Okay, that's what I've just done in a few moments earlier. Just a very loose drawing. All wrong. It's all wrong. It's got to start wrong. And it's just, when you start the drawing, you've just got to be really loose and be accepting of the fact that mistakes are essential, actually. And it's only towards the last stages that things... Oh, got a like now. It's my first ever like. Who was that? You get a free class when we're back running, when this peculiar thing's done. All right. I'm not really looking at him head on because I'm at this angle. But already in my drawing, I'm making adjustments to the initial thing that I've done. Okay, so it's you've just got to really appreciate the fact that in the drawing process, good drawings arise when you maintain a state of malleability. Authentic historical methods and approach is one where the draftsperson, the man or woman who's drawing, is always able to make changes. And that's what I've seen in all of the old masters that I appreciate. Okay, and that's from the late Middle Ages right into the Renaissance, and thereafter, with people like Ang, David, Rembrandt, obviously, who we've got up there. Okay, but yeah, you just want to just be as loose and relaxed as possible, because things can only kind of develop when you're really relaxed. If you can possibly allow, things to be really, it shouldn't. You can't get things. You can never get things right, and if you just accept that you can't get anything right. Okay. That's motivation for you. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've just carried on being really loose, and you know, just that's one way to kind of move forward. We've got 6.5 minutes left. Okay. Oh, got more people. Yes, can hear the music. That's good, Holly. Fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Who's Juliet? Oh, yes, Jules. Yes, Juliet. I just joined you. Hello, may go off to find paper and pencil. Yes, you might want to do that, actually. Oh, amazing. Cool. Quite a good turnout. All right. And then at this stage, you know, you've mapped in a very loose sketch. Then at this point, you can start to build up some tone. Okay. Hello, John, I'm here. You can hear me. And then you can switch back and forth. But during this time, you probably want to have the image up so that you can draw that, and then maybe switch back to me from time to time, just like you would in a class. In the class, you wouldn't look at me. Well, I hope you would. You should be looking at the model. Yeah, but it's up to you. You know, I can't even check if you're drawing the image. There's a lot of one-directional hatching, and you will just add in some very loose areas of tone. I'm not calling it shading, because shading suggests that I'm focusing on shadows, when I'm actually concentrating on volume. And you know, the tonal aspect of the drawing is just another way for me to analyze the form. I'm not drawing the shadows, I'm still analyzing the volume. Okay, and I'm being very general with the tone. It's something where you can just lay in some areas of depth, okay, because you want to give a relief to the drawing. You want to give a sense of relief. Okay, so areas where there is some kind of where the form, like around here, where the belly button's sticking out, you know, you want to give a sense of that protruding from the form. And so you don't want to cover, there's a slanting inwards, and then some harder edges or lines within that form are going to kind of bring the eye in, further in. So your lines inside the form might want to be harder than the outlines, okay, because that will draw the eye into the form, and that's what's going to give it a sense of volume. You can be very rough with the tone, but be very light with it too. Okay, be light with the tone. Be soft and loose with it, and draw a line at the same time as well. I'm continuously putting in line. Just do a little, I'm just drawing a little shape there for the penis, just a little circle. And that just indicates another thing which is very important, which is the center line, because the genitals are always on that center line with the belly button, the manubrium, the sternum, and depending on depending what their head is doing, you know, they're all on that kind of that linear thing that we call the linea alba, the white line. Okay, Mary Winchester, no subtitles, or is it just me? Fuck. Do you need subtitles? I don't know how to put subtitles on. Let me see. Oh God, no. Have I got any messages? Whoops. Oh, Mary. Oh. Can somebody help Mary? You can't do subtitles. I can't do subtitles. Mary, I can't do subtitles. Okay. Thank you very much, Frankie. You're the best. No subtitles, I'm afraid. I will do my best to have them up on another video, but please get as much out of this as possible. And no, I can't, Peter. I've just been informed by a very reliable source that I can't subtitle as of yet. Okay, I'm going to have to kind of... Do you know what? I think I'm going to change the music now. We've just got 1.5 minutes left on this drawing. I hope you're using line and tone simultaneously now, and your hand should be very loose. Okay, your hand should be really continuously moving. Okay. Hello, Sean. Thank you for your email. I did actually get a notification of that. Oh, I'm glad that we were able to actually I'm really happy that we're able to actually keep, interact, and I'm able to. Okay, should all be drawing. There's a minute left now on this first pose, and then we're going to rotate the satyr. Oh, please. I love that song. I keep freezing. Oh, well, it might be my internet, or it might be something else. Oh, that's the time round of working for us, and we're going to rotate the sculpture. Holly, if you refresh, it comes straight back on. Okay, if you refresh, Leslie, it comes straight back on. Thank you for that, Holly. 20 people now, and 3 likes. Blimey, that's very generous of you all. Okay, so I'm turning it, I think it's anti-clockwise. We should look at Zoom for the next one, apparently, according to Sean. That's good advice, Sean. Thank you very much. I'll do that. Okay, so I'm moving it that way for myself, and we'll start the timer again for another 10 minutes in a moment. Thanks, I feared as much. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that, Mary. Sal Anderson, the legend arrives. How good. I hope you haven't missed the beginning. Actually, no, you're used to missing the beginning, aren't you? But I'm glad that you're here, and I hope you didn't miss the beginning. Okay, so, right, we've turned the sculpture. I hope we've all got the second image now. Okay, and another 10-minute... Oh, I'll do this, actually. I'll type it up so that Mary can see. From now, okay? So 10 minutes now. Okay. Second image, so that's with a slight rotation where his right arm should be just above his head, okay? Or just, yeah. Okay, and we've got another kind of slightly different dynamism to this pose, actually, because that linea alba is at a completely different angle, okay? So really analyze how the rib cage, I'm just going to rub this out, so I'm going to save paper. Okay, so, oh, here's my other. Okay, so I'm actually going to draw over this drawing because I don't have that much paper, actually. So here, first thing I'm going to look for is the angle of the shoulders. Now, even though the head and the hand and the shoulder are kind of concealing the angle of the shoulders, we can still analyze that. And drawing is about really understanding the form and not copying it. And so what we're able to do is draw how we understand that angle in the shoulder, okay? So we can still know that that's the shape, and just carve in a block. So I'm going to concentrate, first of all, on this block of the form up here, okay? So the shoulders to the rib cage. Do you know what? I'm just going to draw the shape. Imagine just drawing the basic shape of the shoulders, the back of the rib cage, and up into the rib cage, and with paying attention to the sternum as well. Okay, and if you're drawing with both hands, I hope that you're able to kind of support your pad on something while you're working with both hands and looking at the image, and just keep drawing with as much looseness and spontaneity as possible. Okay, so analysing that angle coming into the form here at the rib cage, drawing around. So here, look, I've basically just drawn that block. Okay, this block. Okay, straight away coming into the center. Okay, so in the middle of the chest here. Okay, the sternum, just between the pectorals. All right, and then coming around here just to distinguish between the two pectorals. But don't draw any hard edges. Okay, because they're not hard edges there. You just want to suggest maybe pop a nipple in as well, because that can actually help to position things. All right, then follow that linear alba down here to the abs. All right, so remember that this process will always kind of change and grow. And then where the belly button is. Oh, I'm sorry for the darkness of the images as well. Somebody let me know that the images were quite dark and that they might want to be lightened up. But maybe for the next time I'll be able to put something like that in place. But today was, you know, this is just the start, and so yeah, things are going to be a lot better as time goes on. Okay, I'm sure of that, and we might do a more interactive chat thing as time goes on as well. Okay, so at this stage I've just drawn the basic shape of the torso. Okay, and we can already start building in some tone, even though the limbs aren't there, just to give some solidity and texture to the torso. Okay, so I'll be really general and just put some hatching across this chest here, like that. See how that makes a bit of a difference already? Okay, it gives a bit of more depth to the fabric and texture of that body. Okay, and there's some hatching coming across here and down there. All right, so just 3 bits of areas of hatching very lightly, just to give a sense of the transitions within that body and the modulations within the form. Okay, a bit of a hard edge here at the crest, the iliac crest, that crest of the pelvis. Okay, and then coming down to this limb. Now, I always stress the importance of the weight-bearing leg. Oh, have I got any? Okay, good. I'll turn the music down. I'm worried that you can't hear me over the music. So the weight-bearing leg is actually behind the other leg in this pose, but we're going to concentrate still on the weight-bearing leg. Okay, just in the same way that we concentrated on the shoulders. All right. So we'll think about where the knee is. Then, if the right knee, if I draw a plumb line up from the knee, it comes into the pectoral here. So you want to see on the image as you see it, where's that knee in relation to that upper bit of the torso? Okay, so that knee for me is about level with that. So if I just have a plumb line here, I know that the knee is going to be out here somewhere, just slightly further out than the pelvis. Okay, so I can estimate how far down it's going to be just by visualizing the shape of the leg in relation to the torso. Okay, so it can be very, very loose. Okay, and the outlines don't really matter because much of that leg is actually concealed by the other leg. Okay, but I'm just going to concentrate on the weight-bearing leg because it actually has structural significance, which the other leg does have, but not as much, because the weight-bearing leg actually supports the pose and provides more of a sense of the pose's action. Okay, so, and the ankle, the same principle for finding the ankle. We will use the ankle and relate it up to the torso. So it's just in from the belly button. So that ankle will be further out, but it's also inside of the bum. Okay, so the ankle's probably somewhere about here. Do you know what? And in this stage, it is all approximate. Nothing is exact at this stage. Things only get exact if they get exact towards the end. All right. So you need to have this freedom to allow the drawing to emerge organically. All right, and then this other knee comes across. Okay, and now that we've got that weight-bearing leg, this other leg's really easy just to kind of sketch in, because we can draw it in relation to that weight-bearing leg. All right, that other leg comes across, and give it a sense of transparency as well, because that allows you to kind of build it up. Okay, so I'm just literally blocking in the main shape of it there. This other arm is hardly in. There's just a little bit of it, and the hand is, if you look at the crest of the pelvis here, put those genitals in as well. That hand comes down here. All right, so just drawing the shapes really, rather than copying anything. Okay, and that elbow doesn't actually come out that far. It comes out to about there. You want to look at how far the elbow actually comes out from the body. Okay, and then the back of the skull there. Where's the chin? Well, the profile. God, this is where you can start realizing where you've gone wrong. This is where I've just started realizing where I've gone wrong. Okay, because the head is all the way over here. Okay, so if I try to go back to that linear alba, that's where the base of the neck is. Okay, and that profile is here. Profile's there. The nose is just here. The back of the skull is out here. Okay, that means that the hand has to come much further in. So you see how these vital forms coming out of the torso actually provide you with an idea of where you have to position all of the less significant forms, like the hands, the fingers, and everything else. Forehead is actually further out than I already had it. Okay, here. So just draw a shape for the head. Okay, so this is sketching. All right, this isn't really copying, or we're sketching, and it's very loose, and we're warming up, and things can be, really kind of loose. All right. Okay, so that's where I'm at so far. Just a bit of a loose tone there on that weight-bearing leg. Okay, maybe you want to bring this shoulder forward a bit. So draw into the form now, that armpit. A bit of tone underneath it to suggest that dip in the form. Okay. All right. So really loose, and I'm just using charcoal on this cartridge paper as we normally would. Okay, so that's my really loose drawing there. While I've nattered away, to see some of the, people from all different stages of the class's development. Some people from the very beginning, like Fliss. Some people who come whenever they can make it, like Mary. That down, so that Mary can read it. Okay, so just over a minute left now on our second pose. Cool. I'll have to do a pre-recorded video and make sure it's subtitled. Yeah. Cool, I've been live for 35 minutes already now. So, some questions or anything. What do you want? I think we're going to... Okay, we'll do some quick ones now. Well, obviously I can't check. That's it. Okay, so that's the second 10-minute pose done. In everything I do, because I think it provides meaning. And so I've got some beautiful books just here. Beautiful 18th century books by philosophers that I love. And just to the side of me there, I've got a few handful of art books that I look at frequently to get inspiration. Maybe I'll show you some I do like to show old master drawings while I do the classes, and I often walk around with books, occasionally my phone, and show you some old master drawings. So maybe we'll draw in some inspiration from that. Okay, so I don't know, I think it might have got fuzzy then, but one of the things that I often do in the classes is show you old master drawings. So it's quite new to me, and it is actually quite good. We've got some nice drawings in here. Oh, look, Fra Bartolomeo. Look at that wonderful chalk drawing. Okay, so Fra Bartolomeo. I'll have to sort of email you more images. Andrea del Sarto. Amazing. God, that's crazy. Look at that. That's the kind of life. Fabulous master. And what you can see here is one of the things I always emphasize in the classes. All right. One of the things I always emphasize is the importance of the torso. And I've gained that from spending a lot of time looking at old master drawings. Okay. And what you can see here in this life drawing, this study, is if you look at the torso, you can see the line of the torso, the form of the torso underneath that proper right arm. Okay. You can see how he's actually drawn the torso first. Okay. None of you, I've never shown this drawing before because I don't have an image of it outside of this book. Okay. But you can see it's here, that line. God, the light is kind of, that line coming down there. You see that shape of the torso? Same principle I had in mind in the previous drawing in that shape of the torso first, those important forms, because all of the other forms, head, everything else relates back to that. So it's one of the things that you want to sketch in first at the very beginning. Okay. So I don't know, see if I can make that visible. Okay, so that's not visible now, but a bit more added where it will be visible. Okay, so maybe now that I've introduced that idea, maybe now we move on to the third drawing, and now onto the third drawing, and we'll do a we'll reduce the time to 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start that now. Okay, timer's on. So the third image, rotate him a little bit more. Okay, so he's almost side on, I think. All right. So again, I'm going to get rid of this layers of drawing. I'll try to be a bit quieter as well, so that you can just concentrate and draw. I don't talk so much in the classes, but I feel obliged. Cool. Not going to have room for it all. Notice how you do every drawing differently as well. You don't have to have the same, you know, you want to oh gosh, I forgot about the weight bearing leg as well. I do have, well, you know what, I shouldn't be, but you know, shouldn't be so inconsistent. Who else is here, by the way? Cool. I won't pretend. I'm absolutely terrified about doing this. This is so unusual for me. Oh gosh, just over a minute and a half left. Okay. Okay. Don't have to finish it. Nothing's going to be finished. All right. This is really just for you to draw, to actually participate in the act of drawing. Okay, it's not for you to make drawings. It's not about making drawings. It's about doing the drawing, doing the process. That's all it's about. Oh, I'm so glad so many of you have joined me. You know, thank you, Sean, for that suggestion about Zoom. I've heard of it, and I've been looking at it. But seeing as you suggest it, that will actually encourage me to look at it more. We'll see if we can get something like that up. And if anybody else has any suggestions, just you know, let me know what you think. No, I'm not going to get those. I'm only not going to get his weight-bearing foot in, but it doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to be specific until much later on. And when you look at highly rendered old master drawings, people like Andrea del Sarto and Pontormo do smudge a lot as well. They use a bit of, they kind of like blend the tone in, and then they hatch over it again. So it's that combination. We'll start doing the smudging thing at some point, but I'm just not doing it yet. Okay, so, well, don't do it anymore, and I haven't done it for a long time. But, okay, so now we're going to move on to, I think it's a bit like that. Okay, so I've got a bit more back on view. So we're looking at the spine now. We're not looking at the linea alba running down the front, looking at the spine instead. And that's what we're going to use to relate to the shoulders and the rib cage, and to build up a sense of the torso at the very. I think this is okay, actually. You can, it is on the screen, and you are, yeah. So for me to see the sculpture as well, that works, doesn't it? So the angle of the shoulder is very steep angle. Am I looking at the right image? Is my image actually similar to yours? Have I got the back? I shouldn't be asking you that. Okay, so spine. I'm going to turn this page upside down as well, so because I'm getting distracted with how that is set up. Cool, we've got a minute. We're a minute down already, so I'm losing time. Oh, good. Thank you very much. Okay, so the angle of the shoulders, very steep. Really look at the angle of the shoulders, okay? Okay, and I'm going to bear in mind how small I'm going to do that torso. So I'm just going to draw in the shape of the torso first. I'm going to do it really small so that I get the whole thing in. Okay, so I'm just going to do a really quick sketch of the whole pose, okay? Okay, that spine in straight away, and it comes around here. And that head is actually by the shoulder. It really isn't important about, you know, you're drawing the shape and position of the head rather than the head as it for the bum, okay? Okay, and then that cheek is there, okay? Cool, I can say things that aren't going to upset the model. Okay, and that weight-bearing leg is coming at that angle, okay? Or, you know, down to the center of gravity, okay? Okay, the back of that knee, relating that up to the torso, okay? Okay, so just really this intervention. Oh, don't know if that's it. Oh, I've got lighting images if I want them. Oh, Pete, you legend. How many minutes is the current one? This current one is we've only got 1 minute left on the current one. Do you know what? I'm going to extend it because I've been procrastinating. Okay, so we're going to do another extra 5 minutes on this one. Sorry, everybody. Oh, I've got loads of texts. Shit. Okay, it's up to you with your shoulder, maybe turning your body around. Okay, yeah, will do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, where's the music gone? Okay, might have to suffer with that music for a moment. Okay, so I'm just really keeping it very basic. Okay, keeping it very basic. So you can see what I've drawn. You can see that I've just drawn a shape. The outlines of things, or the superficial appearance of things. It's about actually understanding where things are and what they're doing, okay, more than anything else. Okay, that should be a lot better. Is that better? Okay. I'm going to need to get another camera and that sort of thing, aren't I? Okay. So, it's like being at my senior house at home, isn't it, everyone? Same music. So those of you who have come to Beckenham, I hope got quite a few of you here actually. Anthea's here. I hope Jan's here. I hope Hilary and Graham are here. It's nice. It's so wonderful that we're doing something together. All right. Let's look how loose this is. I'm just really not particularly fussed about. For the arm, just look this shape here. That's the direction of that arm there, that hand there. That's enough to just situate things. That's what you're doing in this stage. You're just situating the parts in relation to the whole, so that the whole thing kind of comes together. That's something was really important in Leonardo da Vinci's writings about drawing. Okay, it's always about the whole. Okay, and you don't worry about the outlines of the arms. You just position them. You're just drawing the position and action of the arms. Ricky, I really appreciate you being here as well, man. And for the support you've given me over the last couple of days, Ricky. Okay, so I'm making adjustments now. I haven't drawn any tone yet, apart from a little squiggle there. Can you all see? Weight-bearing leg, so I'll put some tone in here, but focus back in the torso, actually. Really, it's difficult to know where to actually put the tone in a bronze statue. You really want to focus on putting in the parts where you want to imply depth, okay? Be general and really relax with the tone. You don't have, I'll start introducing something multi-directional now. This is curvilinear sketching, hatching, what we call it, where we do tone which actually follows the form, okay, to guide the eye in and around the form. All right. That weight-bearing leg needs a bit of tone there. Okay, so this is really loose sketching, and we're moving quite fast around the form. That wrist is actually higher than the base of the bum there, so that just indicate where that is there. It's a nice. Can you see what I'm doing? My hand's in the way. So where that hand is in relation to the bottom, okay? All right, 20 seconds left now. Oh, I've got some. Justina. Almost like my cine house, just the time doesn't scope in the middle on the action usually. Time doesn't. Stop being in the kitchen. Okay, so that's the second 5-minute pose done now. And what is the time? Well, it's actually 10 to 8. So that's the time we normally take a break. We don't need to take a break, but we might just want to take a few minutes just to kind of send me any suggestions or something like that, just for a while. And we'll get back on to really drawing in 10 minutes. This class is working well, only my second, but great to have this. Great this to do from home. Juliet, thank you very much, Juliet. That's amazing that you are taking part, and I'm so delighted that you enjoyed the class that you, yes, it was my senior house you were at before. Holly, shall we send pictures during the break? Yes, do. That's a great idea. How are we going to do that? Shall I? Yes, send pictures during the break. Yeah. You do that and email them to my Gmail. Okay. WhatsApp or email. Not all of you have my. We will WhatsApp you. Okay, yeah, WhatsApp me. That's fine. Yeah, WhatsApp. Good, great, perfect. Yes. Okay. Okay, so who's WhatsApping me now? Make a WhatsApp group. Oh, I don't know everyone's numbers. Yes. Okay, well done, Penny. That's great. Okay, so I'm waiting for the first image now. Blimey, got lots. Hello, Nelly. Good to see you. I've only been in for 2 of the person, but I'm really enjoying this way to remain artistic. Well done, Nelly. That's great to hear that you're the first to send images as well. Great. And you're drawing in lead point as well, I see. Justina's drawing in lead point, everyone. Cool, you've done so much drawing today. That's amazing already. Okay, so Frankie's really... Wow, I can't believe it, Frank. Are you serious? That's amazing. Haven't done life drawing for years, she says. Ah, oh, well, you're bloody good at it, I can tell you. I'm remarkable. Excellent, especially the 4th one. That 4th one's amazing, Frank. So good. Yeah, no, we might have to do a WhatsApp group, everybody. That's a really good idea. Yeah, so it's I'm my mobile. 07435569963. I just put my mobile number out, everybody. Oh yes, Faye, Holly, Jane. Very good. Oh wow, very bold, Jane. Jane, that's fantastic. That's excellent. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and Faye. Very nice. Lots of internal modelling there on that. Those muscles on the back, the latimus dorsi, and so on. Oh, Leona is getting in there. Number 3 by Holly. Excellent. Really good relationship on the spine and the shoulders there, and the hands very well positioned. It's very loose. I mean, look how loose the tone is there on Jane's drawing. Maybe you'd like to integrate some of those sort of tonal ideas. Okay, Leona. Oh my word, these are wonderful. These are very Hellenic. You've really got the and they're so your very crisp, elegant line is really there as well, and the tone, nice bold shading there. Your tone, your hatching is very, and it's really kind of moving around the form as well. That's fantastic. Can you show us the pics you're looking at? Oh well, this is Leona's. Oh, I don't know how that's going. No, I don't know if it's going to work, Sal. Maybe we need a group, really, don't we? But yeah, no, fantastic. Jonathan Bishop, are you here? Oh my word, that's amazing. I can't believe it. God, this is a really good group. Oh, you can't join in tonight, but I want to say hi to all and well done, John, for setting this up. Oh, thank you very much, John. That's remarkable for you to kind of say that. While I don't have music on, you can put some music on indoors. Wow, that's a good page. Thanks, Leslie. Just got a message from you there. I'm not sure who this one is, but that is great. Who is this? Who is that? Who is that? Make yourself known. That is a real page of drawing. Penny, got yours. Just letting that load up. When it loads up. What's your WhatsApp? Oh, my number's up there, Penny. You can see my number. Okay. You've texted me as well because you came on the last workshop with the V&A. Oh, Penny, that's good. You've got a bit of foreshortening on that. You've got some foreshortening on that leg because you've taken the picture at that angle. But yeah, if you had it upright in the photograph, that would look great. Am I efforts? Who's this? This is Roz, isn't it? Oh, Roz, that's fantastic. Beautiful. Yeah, that tone and line work very well. I'll just show that to everyone. I hope that doesn't, yeah, it's going to flip, isn't it? So this is Roz's drawing. Look at that. That is beautiful. Well done, Roz. Happy days. This is great. I've only been to 3 classes last year at the mansion, but I've just realised how much I've missed these sessions. Thank you for bringing these to our lounge. Addy, oh, thank you for the message. Oh, got the cough, Liz. Oh, Fliss, these are good. Look at that. That's wonderful, Fliss. That's so wonderful. Excellent. Well done. The spine, everything, the angles, very nice. And you're having fun too. I'm glad to hear. Excellent. Cool. Let's see how soon it will take to get some life models going if we do a live class. That would be good, wouldn't it? Nelly, good to see you. And your drawings. Wow, blimey, that you're painting. Oh my God, Sal, you've got somebody more coming through here. Sal, you got somebody that you can somebody's work who kind of resonates with yours. Yeah, you should all really connect actually, and make sure that you look at each other's work. Nelly, how's your brother Anger of drawing, Leslie? Really nice. That was Nelly, Sal. I'll make sure that I get you in touch about drawings. Really good stuff. I hope Noah's here as well. Net page from Leslie. It's so nice because this time last week we had Diane modelling at my senior house. We had a nice, wonderful class. There's the Fliss laughing. Here's Oh, sorry. I know I'm taking forever, aren't I? This is a nice one. Is that Addy? I think it is, isn't it? That's a beautiful drawing. Very classical. Thanks, Frank. Longest life drawing class ever. All right, I'm just trying to get through as many as I can. All right. I don't want to leave anyone out. Here we are, Sal. Oh, yes, there you go. Permission to share these. Oh, Sal, these are 3 big drawings. Do you know what? It keeps flipping around. I'm really going to download it, okay, and get that up. Three large drawings by Sal. Look at those. Look at the consistency from them, with them as well. They're so unique and wonderful. Thank you very much, Sal. They're beautiful. Excellent. Oh, good to see. It's good to hear that Angus is doing well, Nelly. Okay, I've got some more. All right. I hope. Yeah, please just heightening as well, everyone. Look at John. He's using toned paper with white heightening. Very advanced. It's what you would do in a later stage of your apprenticeship in the Renaissance. After, yes, they are brilliant, aren't they, Fliss? Sal's drawings. So once you'd started drawing just in a kind of linear fashion, and you'd gotten used to form and stuff, you would then start using white heightening to bring out some of the more the voluminous. John, I love this. John, I love that one. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing those. Okay, just last ones now. Oh, John, that one as well. Beautiful. Okay, so I've got. Oh, that was Juliet. Yes, beautiful drawings from earlier. Okay, so that's. Okay, so now we're going to get back to drawing. Now we're going to get back to drawing. And Leona says, gorgeous, Sal. Amazing. Yes. Jackie, oh, thank you for the images. Oh, so glad that you're here. We're joining us, Jackie. How amazing. Okay, so we're going to crack back on now. That was a really lovely sort of feedback time. Now I'm going to put some music back on. Okay. Let's get my mobile number 074. Okay, so feel free to send me stuff, and at the moment I'm just going to get back to drawing, and maybe we'll look at more drawings shortly. I'm just going to put on back some music just because to make it feel like we're really in the class. I'm sorry about the freezing. You know, I hope that that doesn't continue to disrupt the session. How about some Bach now? Let's hope that starts playing. Okay, so we've got the back now, haven't we? Have we got the back? I think we do. Yeah, no, look at that. Look at how the spine matches up with the center of the bottom weight-bearing leg. So here we can, this is a much simpler thing now. We can really focus on the basics. Okay. Okay, so there's still 21 of you. That's amazing. All right. Right, get rid of that. That's what the old masters used to do. Well, the old apprentices used to do. They used to draw on a panel and then just erase the drawing every time, just because they were learning how to get into things. Really sorry about the freezing, everyone. It must be, I don't know. So maybe we'll do, maybe now we're in the second half, we'll do a longer drawing. Maybe we'll do a 20-minute one. We'll do the. Have we done the back already? We haven't done the straight. We haven't done the rear, the complete rear view yet, have we? Everyone's using the internet, which is making it freeze. Okay. Okay. So 20 minutes. I've started the clock. It's a very long time for a drawing, actually. 20 minutes. Oops. We don't have rear view. Well, get the image which is rear view. Oh, there isn't an image from this angle. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's like that. Have we got one like that? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to stop the clock and... Thank you all for all this help. You're really helping by keeping in touch. Okay. So I'm going to... Right, image 5. Okay, so we're on... Image 5. So I've got this. This is the image, right? Yes, okay. Where he's like that with the spine coming across and that right hand and the head just over the shoulder. We'll crack on with that then. I'm going to start the... Yes. Okay, so 20 minutes. Let's go. All right. So straight away looking at that angle of the shoulders. Having a good, building up a good clear sense of the shape of the torso, okay? Placing that rib cage in, okay? So it's almost like drawing something abstract. Oh God, you can't see again. I'm doing the same thing, aren't I, Rick? Sorry. and then coming straight into that spine, looking at the angle of that spine, okay? Okay, so straight away that spine coming across there, that armpit there. And if that armpit's there, that's going to mean I'm going to put the left shoulder slightly further out. Okay, so I'll make that impression now. Okay, that shoulder up here. Now, building up where the bottom is, okay. That armpit there. That arm coming down at this angle, that elbow being just further to the right from the armpit, okay. So you see how analysing where things are is really at the core of this drawing process, all right? Okay, coming straight into that weight-bearing leg. Okay, see now that I've just mapped in that shape of the torso really loosely. Looked at the, basically drawn a big shape for the rib cage, looked at the angle for the shoulders. Okay, now coming straight into that weight-bearing leg from the hips. Quite difficult to see where things are on this bronze. We're going to have to find some different images for next week. Finding that, where's that ankle in relation to the bottom? So his Achilles tendon, if you draw up from the Achilles tendon, it comes just under his proper right bum cheek. Okay, so I'll put that there. Okay, that's how you find out where things are. Okay, that weight-bearing leg is just here, that, and the angle from the knee comes out that way. Okay, so just plot in that foot. You know, you're just, when you're sketching like this, you're really just simply not worried about the outline, but where things are in relation to one another. That's all that matters. Okay, outlines are irrelevant. You just simplify you just put all the shapes in, and you can do it so quickly. That's what we do when we do quick drawings. So that's the first sort of thing I do, really, is I just really sketch in loosely the whole thing, and then you can start doing tone as early as you want, really. The earlier they'll be really general. And you look at the old masters, they've all got a different way of doing this, but they've just got shared principles. Okay, that's why they all look different, but they're all good. Well, most of them. All right. That's amazing. Just last week we were at my senior house, and things haven't stopped. We're all here together. This is amazing. This is better than I was imagining it to be. This feels so lovely. Looks like Prontormo. No, it doesn't. Theo, good to hear from you. Legend. You're one of the originals as well, Theo. You've been coming since really early on. You've been coming since you were about 7, haven't you? You know, keep it rough, keep it loose, but you start with just big, major, fundamental things, and then you work in, and you work closer into the form, and then you analyze more particular things. So you start off with the whole and the most fundamental things, and then you pare it down and work your way down until you get closer to the edges almost, and you get closer to the smaller forms. Okay, so going back to the basics to get myself started off in the next stage of the process. Now looking closely at that edge of the back, actually. Going back into the spine. Some hard tone over here. Can you all see? Now just putting some harder edges now, just to get the process going, really. Put my foot down now. Okay, just putting some clear indications of where some key boundaries are. All right, just really boldly and confidently. Can you all see? Okay, just going in and being rather, just injecting a sense of urgency into the drawing. These edges are all probably too hard, but in the mood for some hard. I'm in the mood for some edges now. I'm in the mood for some more vigorous lines. But as long as you maintain variety, you've got to retain variety in your lines and carry on doing tone. Don't just start doing lines and then start doing tone and then start doing lines and then start doing tone. Keep them in a kind of ongoing. Keep switching. Don't, because otherwise the drawing will start to look inconsistent. Okay. And I have to remind myself of that, actually, because I do tend to line. I'm a line maker. All right, so I'm basically scribbling quite a bit as well. Okay, so line and tone together, working together. Use them both to find the form. Details don't make the drawing. The basics make the drawing. Okay, so it's like very rough, but kind of it's enjoyable. Okay, and we're almost 10 minutes in. We've done 9 minutes now. Just like Bontomo getting started early. Oh. 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes left now on this pose, everyone. Hope you're all getting on okay. Feel free to keep in touch, message me. Maybe on the next one we'll do some mixed media. If you've got pencil and pen, or if you've got, whatever, maybe start off in one medium and then go on to another one. My arm's in the way, isn't it? Yeah, we'll find ways of making this better. Okay, and all of you can make suggestions to me about how I can make this. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. If you're, I'll carry on putting things on YouTube. I need to get my website up as well so that I can link everything to that. And that sort of thing. And so if anybody has some suggestions about how I can make these more interactive and, a better experience for you, then, just don't hesitate, basically, to let me know, to make suggestions. Already had a great suggestion from a few of you. Yeah, and I'm going to start thinking about what we're going to do next week for the Beckenham Place class. I'm going to start thinking straight away about what kind of images we're going to do. We might look at sculpture. I might find some images for you to find, and then draw together while we're online. We might be on YouTube again like this, or we might be on another platform. But, it was just really important for me to just do something. Put that ear in as well, just a squiggle. Okay. Very rough. Maybe a bit too much hatching. I hope David Nell here with us as well. Jackie Franklin, Anthea Rice, and all of you others that are tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the drawing. We've got just under 7 minutes left on this one now. We've got 40 minutes left until 9 o'clock. Might not end at 9, you know, if people want to hang around a bit, I might just keep the stream on if I can. I mean, I've set it from 7 till 9, but might go on for an extra 10 minutes or so, just some feedback and stuff. Right, so what more can I do to this? It's a bit messy, really. If any of you have friends that you think that, might want to join in, it might be nice for them to hear about it. Now I'm putting in some more specific tone, actually, more analytic tone. What I've done already, I generally call this general tone, where you lay in main areas to kind of carve in a sense of volume. But then the more sort of specific tone is where you do close areas of hatching to really draw attention to the various more specific and generally smaller areas of tone, which is going to help you enhance the sense of the form. Okay. So now it's the more specific areas of tone. Any more messages? Don't think so. Can't see back leg. My back leg, or on the drawing, on the pose, Juliet. Okay, so I'm just being really rough with this. And this up and that sort of thing. But I like rough drawings. 3.5 minutes left now. Are you all okay? I hope this feels just like a life drawing class. Makes sense actually to do the Thursday first, because you know the project did actually begin at my senior house on a Thursday back in September 2017. But I did do an upload yesterday, and it was a Wednesday. So so we really are in the routine still. Oh, I haven't done the base. I never do the base. I'm only interested in the body, but pop the bass in anyway. There we are, he's on a little circle there. Oh, gosh. Oh, you're welcome, Frank. No problem. So that's gonna. Oh gosh, I've got loads of messages. Okay. Doing the back. Yeah, great. Add to contact. And excellent, Frank. Really lovely drawings. Don't worry, no one's doing anything wrong. Okay. No one's doing anything wrong, even if you're not doing the prescribed thing. Okay. Just like a real class, except we don't have to worry about you looking after our shoulders. Lol. Thanks, Theo. It's true, actually, though, isn't it? That's good. Okay, Frankie, enjoy making dinner. Thank you very much for joining us, actually, Frank. That was wonderful having you here. Really good. And oh, time's about to finish. 1 minute left. That's it. All right. Got another one here. Another very nice. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Look at that drawing. That is a really good one. And I think that is actually. Oh, Nadine, good to see you. Greetings from Austria, she says. Whose is this again? Justina, more from Justina. Oh, Justina, you're really doing some great stuff now, actually. Hope your mum's okay, Justina. Jane. Oh, yes. That's another good one. Look at that. Fantastic. Beautiful. I hope I haven't missed anybody's comments or anything. Oh, Leslie, just got one in from you. Stunning. Excellent. Really good. From Roz. Roz, that's looking very solid. Very nice. Superb. Jane, can't draw the base. Looks like a burger. Really nice. You've really got the angles in the drawing. Oh, Theo, about time you shared something. Very nice. Theo. Excellent. That's a wonderful drawing. That's really got your style to it as well. And that's very loose and really free. That's fantastic. That's an excellent drawing. And look at the tension around the knees as well. You've really drawn the eye to the points of tension. Okay, where the leg muscles, those quadriceps are nice and relaxed, but there's tension around that tibiofemoral joint there at the kneecap. Excellent. Fantastic. Oh, Fliss. Yes, that's really nice that you're commenting on each other's drawings now. Fantastic. Excellent. So we've still got half an hour. So maybe we'll do a half an hour drawing. Thanks, John and Fliss, says Theo. That's great. So maybe we'll just draw now for the rest of the evening. Okay, we'll do a half an hour pose. And next week, do you know what? I'll see if I can. I'll probably be able to upload a video for you lot before Wednesday. But Wednesday will be the next class, okay? And I don't know how we're going to do it. Whether we're going to do it like this again. It might be easier to do it like this because I sort of know how to do it at the most basic level now. But you know. Just going to pick some nice music that we're all familiar with, some Vivaldi again. Here we are. Some nice Vivaldi on now, and we've got half an hour, and maybe you just pick the drawing, anyone in particular, and anyone in any drawing, and I'll just kind of stay interacting with you via the messages, and maybe I'll do some drawing as well, and just I've never done anything like this before, never hosted any kind of online thing before, and so I'm kind of like playing it, like, I don't know, improvising really. Cool, look at all the interaction. It's so nice of you to be commenting and messaging me while we're doing it. So nice to hear from many of you that I haven't seen for a long time. In all the way from Austria. Okay, so we've got half an hour just about, so we'll it's a replica of the one which is in the Uffizi, actually, Justina, yeah. So half an hour now, we'll just do a drawing for half an hour. And then as time goes on, we can look at each other's work again. Oh, more photos. God, I think I've changed him. It's okay for you to change things, you know. Now I'm just really lightly Really lightly sketched in the whole thing and some charcoal. Not sure what the image this is, actually, what image it is you've got. You can draw whatever you want. You've got half an hour free drawing time. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at some of the images. So look at that. What are you? So glad you're taking part. That's amazing. And got some from Anthea as well. Anthea, you can't be serious. Look at that. That is remarkable. That is so stunning. Look at that. That's all that general tone and then analytic tone built up on that. Remarkable. Beautiful use of sanguine as well. And you've got that beautiful curvilinear hatching going on, really analysing the form. Wow, that's amazing. And look at the variety in the outlines as well. Really good sense of volume, Anthea. Stunning. Oh, Anthea, look at your workstation as well. I love that. That is beautiful. I love that you're having fun. Look at that. I saw that earlier, but was a bit embarrassed that I could see my ugly mug on it. Who's that handsome devil? And then I've got a new one from Fliss as well. Let's have a look. Wow. That's brilliant. Really nice. He's a good little statue, isn't he? I'll bring him in when we're back at the life drawing classes in Beckenham Place and Mycenae House. I'll bring the little statue in so you can all meet him in person. I'll definitely do that. Oh. Working with Kelly. Minutes left on this. You can see so far I've just really lightly and loosely sketched in some of our stuff. Ankle should actually be about there. Maybe it should be slightly lower. Well, I'll figure that out as I go along. Doesn't have to be spot on it. Nothing has to be spot on at any given time. It's a process of figuring things out as you go, okay? And it's important also, one thing that is really important is not to kind of fixate on any one area at any given time. So one of the really most important things to do is to never get, there's no point doing this drawing, then drawing the head really carefully and then realizing that it's in the wrong place on the body, So it's about bringing the whole drawing together in a kind of fluid way, moving around continuously. Straight away with some really gentle tone hatching. So now that I've got some tone in, I can see what's wrong with that leg, actually. Because the tone helps you make sense of things. Some bit of hatching lets you see the form that you're drawing, actually. That's why you see in old master drawings, they always start doing tone really early. God, I'm getting confused. That joints here. Outer shape of the foot, really. It's almost like I'm saying draw the outline, but without saying draw the outline. You just draw the basic shape of the foot. So you can see that I'm just staying really loose with it and just really not being fussed. You've got to kind of allow the drawing to be like that for a while, and then you start to kind of work into it more, you know. It's got 20 minutes left now. It's the stage I'm at with it, just mapped in the whole thing. And look at my drawing next to Andrea Del Sarto's. A bit embarrassing. Thank you very much, Penny. Great to hear. Glad I'll be seeing you next week again. So we've got just over 15 minutes left now. I can't see your work. I'm not used to drawing so much in the class either. I normally kind of spend more time looking at your drawings and doing quick demonstrations for you. blimey, this is actually more tiring. Probably because I'm so freaked out by doing this. How are you all getting on? Oh, you've got a beautiful art station there. Look at you all. Holly, Jane and Faye at your lovely work table. Fantastic. There you go, getting right in there with your art. That's fantastic. Look at you. Amazing. Well, I'm so glad you're doing it and enjoying it. Who else is I? Who have I got? Nice. Oh, Sean. Have I got? Can I get your images? Struggling to get the ellipses correct on the base, to be honest. Don't worry about the base. The base isn't part of the body. Don't worry about the base. And when you want to get the things right on you just think about where that is in relation to something here. Okay. So when you're looking at the ellipses. Okay, so look, you've positioned your feet, right? You can see, look, that ankle is level with that part of the base. So you put those, you don't have to draw the whole base as one circle. You just draw bits of it. Okay, I can't get the bottom of the base, but I can get that edge is going to be about there. You situate where it is in relation to other vital things. So you can see there that that's roughly where it's going to be, but I didn't try and draw this continuous thing. I drew that bit because it comes out of the ankle. I drew that bit because that's where it comes out from the foot, and then judged where these edges are in relation to those feet there. All right, so I can't see your images, Sean. So good to see you, Sean, on here. Wow, whose are these? That's a very good one. I got that in an email just now. Fantastic, beautiful. I hope that was helpful, Theo. I might not have elaborated enough, but if you want more information on that, I can certainly provide it. Oh, here are Sean's drawings. Wow, look at that. That's brilliant. She really went for it there. Amazing. Felicity. Oh my God, that is so embarrassing. I can't believe it. Yeah, because I have to keep reminding me that you can all actually No, that all made sense. Okay, that's good, Theo. All right. So you got a solution for everything, haven't I? That is so embarrassing, actually. I can't believe it. To see that you're looking at me and oh, it's so surreal. More from Leslie. Oh, there I am. What am I doing there? Holding up something. Yeah, fantastic, Leslie. Oh, that's a beautiful bit of tone on the pectoral there. Very nice sort of sense of the direction of it there, and it's really kind of gives it a good sense of the the direction of the form, and it's very subtle and nice. One thing, Leslie, is that your drawing is always very subtle and tasteful, and that's something that's really good. Oh, and I can see how you've got the image up there. You've got the image up alongside the video playing. That's good. I'm glad that you're able to do that. That's a good idea. I was hoping that you were going to do that sort of thing. And what is that? Is that wine, is it? Great. Good. Well, I'm glad that you're, it's fantastic. Really good. Well, I can't believe how many of you have interacted. That's amazing. It's been just like a real class. So we've got just under 10 minutes now before we've done our half an hour. But obviously you've got the images now. You've all got the images. Certainly is. Yes, Leslie. That's yeah. Yeah, so you've all got the images permanently, so you can do as many drawings of those as you want, and then you can carry on sending me stuff if you like, anytime. And yeah, I can't wait to be able to do something more interactive, which will hopefully be soon. every one of these are different. Your earlier ones are all very consistent, but now you're just really experimenting and letting it, you're in a real state of creative flow now. I hope all of you are. It's weird drawing bronze. Really hoping to be able to interact with my models, because as you know, we've got some really wonderful models in our community. People like Adrian, people like Amy and Lucy and Berto and Diane and everybody. I really hope that we're able to kind of keep interacting with them as well, and they're going to really benefit if we're able to, I don't know, have something for them to do with this as well, because they're going to need support, so we should keep having some ideas, see if we can come up with some ideas, things that are going to help you and help everyone. Okay, cool. So you can see how rough this drawing is. And these are sort of demonstrations where I kind of talk about the main ideas. What I'll probably start doing is doing some drawings when not on camera, where I can really kind of do things, and then I'll see if I can do as much. See what how much I can do. How long have we got? 5 minutes left. All right, so I'm going to leave my drawing there, and I'm just going to spend the next 5 minutes interacting with you. Then after that, we can, do what else we were going to do. And don't forget that you can all message me. We're all on the mailing list. You've all got my email. Okay, so you can, whatever. And I'll do another video up before next week, okay, and send you all the link. How are you all getting on with your drawings? Let's see if I can. I think you can still see me when I'm doing that. Got another one from Leslie. There you are. Remarkable. Excellent stuff, Leslie. Thank you very much for joining us. And okay, you're off now. But yeah, great to have you taking part. Very nice drawing, Faye. Amazing. That's really great. Got the shoulders very even there, haven't you? From that front on. Actually, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm being cruel now. That's actually quite good. Yeah, that's a great drawing. That right shoulder might be slightly higher, but it's the overall angle, isn't it? There's kind of an angle coming across. But I think you've done that quite closely. Actually, you've done that really well. Leslie, great to see you. Bye bye. See you soon. See you next week. And yeah, no, that's a great drawing that you've got here, Faye. It's all done brilliantly. Thank you for sharing those images. That's really great. I do appreciate it. Yeah. So if anybody wants to, all right. So it's coming up to 9 o'clock now. So if anybody does want to send me any questions and stuff, then do so. Have you done any drawings, Nadine? Have you got any more stuff, Justina? Okay. So it's basically 9 o'clock now. So thanks, everyone. That was actually really brilliant. Justina, I'm going to just get your image up. Wow, blimey. Amazing. Look at that. Look at how many changes you've made in the drawing. That's really done in the spirit of Renaissance drawing, you know. Fantastic. No drawings, Nadine. All right, no worries. Brilliant. Fliss. But no, that's okay. That's a good drawing, you know, Fliss. Really good. I love the shape of the. You can see just underlying. You've got the how you've really just lightly built up that sense of the torso, and those fingers are very nice as well. Look at those hands. Go on, Theo. Where's yours? Terrible. Drawing smaller now, yeah. Well attended first class. No worries, Holly. That's an absolute pleasure. That's really brilliant. Okay, so another beautiful image. That's amazing. That is really brilliant. Look at that tension around the torso. Excellent. Really wonderful drawing. Can't remember who that is. I have to find out. That one, whoever did that, to send me your name on WhatsApp again. That's really good. Now let's look at Theo's. Oh, Theo. Oh, it's Addy. Yes, of course. Sorry, Addy. Theo, that's not so bad. Cool. No, that's pretty good, actually. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Very good, Theo. Very solid. You know what's really strong about that drawing is how the actual form is very solid, and you've got really good articulation of where there's tension. The one thing where you might have improved on is just the understanding of the most basics. There are lots of very good specifics here, but there isn't a solid enough understanding of the overall, the most basic foundational elements of the pose. And that's what, you can just draw them. You don't need to draw the outlines and stuff. It's all about basics, and it's more about what you ignore than what you pay attention to in the drawing. You have to ignore a lot of the superficial appearance values on the drawing and actually focus on the structure. The hips are crazy. Yeah, the hips are a bit crazy. I think if your drawing came to life, the freezing, we'll have to do something about that. And the images, I'll have to do something to improve that. That'll be definitely something that I work on for next time. But I do hope you join again, despite that, those things. Okay, well, still got quite a lot of people tuned in, so I don't know what to do. It's now stick around for however long, really. Cheers, Theo, thanks very much, good to see you. We saved the picture to the camera album and then edited the brightness. Okay, you actually edited the drawing yourself. Well done, Holly, that's great. Nowhere else to go. Fliss. Yeah, well, at least we're here together, and this can continue, and we can do more of it, and we can see how far we can take it. Okay, we can see how much more we can do, and see how many more people from the community we can get to interact. I hope that all of you who, everyone who's interacted with my project means an awful lot to me, because you've participated in something that I think is really, really important culturally, and it's just going to, this is culture and heritage, and there isn't anything more vital than that. And so I want all of you who have participated to continue participating, and I want all of you I want the door to remain open as well. At the life drawing classes that we have every week, the door's open. It's an open access participatory class where anyone can kind of join in, and I would hope that that can remain the case. But at this point, my real priority, the thing at the top thing on my list, is to just ensure that the existing community, the people that have actually been coming to the classes and shown an interest in the classes, and who have supported this project in the classes and workshops, and in the classes and workshops, and in showing an interest in that sort of thing, that I remain here for you, and that we remain here interacting with each other. And so this was the very first thing I've ever done online, and I'm really happy with how it went, and obviously many ways in which we can improve it, but that is something that's going to happen immediately. Okay, so just had to keep going. We just had to keep kind of do what we can, and so thank you all very much. I'm available, and if you send as soon as I can and everything. It's not that many. It's not like we've got, it's not like, so there's, I'm going to have time for each and every single one of you. Okay. Just as I always have done, since you've come to get to know me. All right. So I think we'll leave it there for today. And I hope that you've all had a very good time. And if you want me to make some improvements and you've got some ideas, then just let me know. And I hope some of you are still listening, because it would be really tragic if you were just if I was literally talking to a screen and literally nothing else, no one else. But yeah, let's ensure that we are as positive as we can be, and as sensible as we can be, and as supportive of one another as we can be. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you all so much, and be with you shortly. Okay, all the best. Bye-bye.